The Lord be with you. I'm Deacon Keith Fournier, and our first reading is from the second book of Samuel. But that very night, the word of Yahweh came to Nathan. Go and tell my servant David, Yahweh says this, are you to build me a temple for me to live in? I've never lived in a house from the day when I brought the Israelites out of Egypt until today, but I've kept traveling with a tent for shelter. In all my travels with all the Israelites, did I say to any of the judges of Israel, whom I had commanded to shepherd my people Israel, why do you not build me a cedar-wood temple? This is what you must say to my servant David. Yahweh Sabaoth says this, I took you from the pasture, from following the sheep, to be leader of my people Israel. I've been with you wherever you went. I've got rid of all your enemies for you. I'm going to make your fame as great as the fame of the greatest on earth. I'm going to provide a place for my people Israel. I shall plant them there, and there they will live and never be disturbed again, nor will they be oppressed by the wicked any more, as they were in former times, ever since the time when I instituted judges to govern my people Israel. And I shall grant you rest from all your enemies. Yahweh furthermore tells you that he will make you a dynasty. And when your days are over and you fall asleep with your ancestors, I shall appoint your heir, your own son, to succeed you, and I shall make his sovereignty secure. He will build a temple for my name, and I shall make his royal throne secure forever. I shall be a father to him, and he a son to me. If he does wrong, I shall punish him with a rod such as men use, with blows such as mankind gives. But my faithful love will never be withdrawn from him as I withdrew it from Saul, whom I removed from before you. Your dynasty and your sovereignty will ever stand firm before me, and your throne to be forever secure. Nathan related all these words and this revelation to David. And our response is taken from Psalm 89. I have made your dynasty firm forever, built your throne stable age after age. The heavens praise your wonders, Yahweh, your constancy in the gathering of your faithful. So I shall make him my firstborn, the highest of earthly kings. I shall maintain my faithful love for him always. My covenant with him will stay firm. I have established his dynasty forever, his throne to be as lasting as the heavens, should his descendants desert my law and not keep to my rulings. And a reading from the Holy Gospel, according to St. Mark. Again, Jesus began to teach them by the lakeside, but such a huge crowd gathered around him that he got into a boat on the water and sat there. The whole crowd were at the lakeside on land. He taught them many things in parables. And in the course of his teaching, he said to them, listen, imagine a sower going out to sow. Now it happened that as he sowed, some of the seed fell on the edge of the path, and the birds came and ate it up. Some seed fell on rocky ground where it found little soil and at once sprang up, because there was no depth of earth. And when the sun came up and it was scorched, and not having any roots, it withered away. Some seed fell into thorns, and the thorns grew up and choked it, and it produced no crop. And some seeds fell into rich soil, grew tall and strong, and produced a good crop. The yield was 30, 60, even 100-fold. And he said, anyone who has ears for listening should listen. When he was alone, the 12, together with the others who formed his company, asked what the parables meant. He told them, to you is granted the secret of the kingdom of God, but to those who are outside, everything comes in parables, so that they may look and look but never perceive, listen and listen but never understand, to avoid changing their ways and being healed. He said to them, do you not understand this parable? Then how will you understand any of the parables? What the sower is sowing is the word. Those on the edge of the path where the word is sown are people who have no sooner heard it than Satan at once comes and carries away the word that was sown in them. Similarly, those who are sown on patches of rock are people who, when first they hear the word, welcome it at once with joy, but they have no root deep down and do not last. Should some trial come or some persecution on account of the word, at once they fall away. Then there are others who are sown in thorns. These have heard the word, but the worries of the world, the lure of riches, and all the other passions come in to choke the word, and so it produces nothing. And there are those who have been sown in rich soil. They hear the word and accept it and yield a harvest 30 and 60 and 100-fold. The Gospel of the Lord.